My beard is getting so long. Ooh. Welcome back to the Mighty Gaming channel. My name is Michael, aka Mount Mikey. Today, currently, is the 31st of December, so Happy New Year's, by the way. Happy New Year's to everybody. So we're going to be covering Chivalry 2 in this video. And Chivalry 2, if you don't know what it is a multiplayer first-person slasher inspired by epic medieval movie battles. Players are thrust into the action of every iconic moment in the era, from the thunder of cavalry charges to storms of flaming arrows, sprawling castle sieges, and more. Before I get into the fun stuff, though, be sure to follow me on Twitch and turn on your notifications for when I go live, so that way you can chat with me all about it there and about other content that I have on the channel here, or you can just chat with me in general. Tell me how your day's going. You can also talk with me on Twitter. Everything's going to be shown here, and it'll be in the description below. And be sure to subscribe to the channel here so you can get more videos like this one. So, Chivalry 2, originally there was Chivalry 1, which didn't take off like it should have, in my opinion. I loved the game. I played it on Xbox 360, believe it or not. That was a long time ago. Chivalry 2 is supposed to be its better counterpart. Now, there was a fan-made game based off of Chivalry, and it is called Mordhau. Mordhau was released by fans of the first Chivalry, and I love playing it. Every time I get into it, I have an absolute blast. Something about ragdoll physics and gory beatdowns is hilarious and entertaining altogether. And Chivalry 2, however, it's meant to take its crown. The best way it can do that, though, is by delivering some well-made game modes, and I believe if they build around the team aspect of the game and really help players feel the importance of winning as a team and working together, it can really put out the game's popularity and set it up on a higher bar. So let's go over what we know. Due to the non-disclosure agreement, the NDA that the Torn Banner Studios has in place, I'm unable to actually get any real gameplay footage of my own, and I respect that. I want it to be an amazing release. I want to be surprised. I want to get unexpected content that I wouldn't know about, and apparently there's a lot of things in the works that we don't know about. I don't want to know what's coming. You know, I don't want to have high hopes and then be let down for some reason. I don't like the feeling of knowing what to expect and then getting it and not, having what I expected. So for now, I have footage and screenshots that the developers put on their website, and everything that they provided will be there. Link in the description below. You can find their website, www.chivalry2.com. I do want to mention that all of the current animations and models and graphics, it'll be much better upon release, because right now it's just an alpha. I think. Yeah, alpha. And it will match up to current generation appeals, hopefully. Chivalry 2 will have a really smooth fighting component to it and a multitude of outcomes for every single engagement. You can parry, deflect, block attacks, you can keep a full guard up, you can tackle enemies, knock them down on the ground, you can even do some weird drop kick. It's kind of cool, actually. I can't wait to be doing that. I'm gonna drop kick everybody in their face. I'm gonna crush their face in with my freaking toes. There seems to be a new downing system or incapacitation system where you can revive a player who is crawling and on the brink of death. While you're down, you're not out. You can swing your fist and murder somebody's ankles like a chihuahua. The gore holds no punches, and it really feels like that you're in the chaos of a war. Armor can seemingly fly off in combat, as can your limbs. I'm really having high hopes for the game modes in Chivalry 2. I want it to feel like me and my team have to put in some really hard work to siege the other team's castle. I'm hoping that the defense and offense aspect of the game feels great and actually feels that everything you do has a reward and a consequence to it. It should feel that what you're doing matters, and anything could change the tide of battle. I've seen some siege equipment in the trailers, indestructible blockades and all sorts of things. So as it seems, there's some pretty decent quality in place for the feel of it so far. Many of the things that we can see right now are barely any of the things that scrape the surface of Chivalry 2. Right now, they're just showing what it has to offer, and it's not going into what else it has to offer. Apparently, according to the developers, there is so much more to Chivalry 2 than we're expecting. I would love to see good customization within the game, so that no two knights or soldiers are the exact same. In a game like this, there should be a uniqueness to you that sets you apart from your team and enemies. I would like to look cool while I play cool, Mordhau does this really well. You can customize yourself pretty well over there. And the difference, a huge difference between Mordhau and I think Chivalry is the team play. And, in Mordhau, you're just kind of bloodthirsty. You just go around swinging at everybody. The friendly fire is kind of a pain, But in Chivalry, I'm really hoping for some more of a team aspect feel, and that's what I can't wait for, because there's going to be more of that objective-based game modes and storylines and lore within Chivalry that Mordhau is lacking. In Mordhau, some weapons feel like they trump every other weapon as well. I hope this won't be the case for Chivalry 2. For example, in Mordhau, you could get a maul or a certain type of large sword and completely wipe the map and one-shot even the heaviest of armor. I could be wearing the heaviest of armor and one dude comes by with a maul and I'll just get one-shotted. You know, all it takes is one swing. In Chivalry 2, so far, it seems that it's intended for a fair fight for all, no matter the weapon that you're using. Sure, some may be better than others, but let's be honest. If you're using a weapon as equal to a maul or armor that should be defending against some type of, weapon of that caliber, then, it should actually feel like that your armor is doing something. It shouldn't feel that it shouldn't feel that your armor is doing nothing. Your armor is there for a reason, and in Mordhau it feels useless. So, in Mordhau, I just don't wear armor. I mean, it's better to be speedy than it is to be geared, right? Apparently. In Chivalry 2, I'm really hoping that they don't do any sort of pay-to-win system, and definitely with Chivalry 2, I hope that they don't have certain weapons that just trump every other weapon overall, as we were just talking about. Within the gameplay, it really seems like you can really capture the essence of battle in Chivalry 2, because whenever you're playing, as you can see in these GIFs and images and video, you could just tear apart your enemy, rip up their limbs. You feel like you're actually set down in the world. You can flow from one move to another by blocking or parrying and then flow right into the next attack. It feels great. It feels like you're actually in the world, and I hope that they keep developing more on that aspect, because I think immersion is important in a game such as this one. When you have a game that's a first-person medieval fighting game and, keeping up the appearance and the game mechanics at the same time, it's really good to make sure that it flows smoothly, and I think Torn Banner Studios has pulled that off in an amazing way, and they should keep developing on that aspect. The most important thing about Chivalry 2 is its appeal. Everyone's playing the game because they're wanting to feel cool while they're fighting on the medieval battlefield. Let's be honest, who doesn't want to cut some dude's arm off and chop up on a whole bunch of bodies and be the best on the battlefield? Who doesn't want to lead the team through the castle gates and annihilate the enemy team? I think the biggest part of it is its appeal and your immersion in the world, and I hope that Torn Banner Studios really captures that in its essence, and so far it seems like that they have, and it seems like that they're doing a wonderful job. Lastly, the game will be cross-play over all platforms, including PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, and PS5. Be sure to definitely support them, and they have a Discord that you can join, so be sure to join that Discord. You can find it all on their website. Just go check them out, follow them on Twitter, and keep up to updates on the game, because I think this is going to be amazing. It has a release for 2021. Don't know exactly when yet. I really hope it's, not too late in 2021, because it was expected to have a 2020 release date, but we will see, I guess. In conclusion, when this game comes out, you can definitely expect me to be buying it, playing it on Twitch, here on the channel. Chivalry 2 seems to have it in the bag, man. I mean, I think I can speak for many when I say that the game is highly anticipated, and I think that Torn Banner Studios has done an amazing job. And they should really focus on the game mechanics and the immersion within the game and within the world, and to remind you that your success as a team is important, and not your success as an individual. If you want your success as an individual, go duels, go play duels. There is those types of game modes, just as in Mordhau and the first Chivalry. But as for the objective game modes, it is a teamwork-based game mode. Work with your team. So I really hope that Torn Banner Studios really develops more ways to get you in the team spirit, to fight as a team, to work as a team, and not just be battle-hungry, greedy, sword-swinging gamers. All in all, the game is shaping out to be better than its counterparts, and I hope this will take off in a great direction. Chivalry is expected to release in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic and dilemma. It will release with even more content than originally planned, however, due to the amount of time that they have to work on it, the amount of extra time, which is good. I can't wait to see what they come out with, and I can't wait to see the amazing content that they provide for Chivalry 2 and its community, and I can't wait to see what kind of things that they have planned in the future for it after its release. I really hope, personally, that they allow the game to include mods, because if they were to release this game and have the modding community, you know, bring it in a really good direction, I think this, if it's in the modding market, it could definitely bring the game onto its feet even higher and provide an even better community and even more of a populace within the game and really bring that personal feel. And I've also heard that you can get servers in there. There will be a function where you can get a custom server, and as long as you have the same mods, you can get into there. So hopefully they develop more on the mod aspect. That being said, you can keep up with the news for Chivalry 2 on their website in the description below. I'll leave it down there. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and YouTube, and leave those notifications on so you know when I go live and a new video gets posted here. You can follow me on Twitter to chat with me there, talk with me all about this, or you just chat with me in general. Let me know how your day's going and what's your New Year's resolution. Tweet it at me on Twitter. And thanks for watching. Happy gaming.